Francis Ford Coppola has always been an extremely ambitious director, tackling larger-than-life projects that have been known to take a lot out of him. You can list the Godfather movies, of course, Apocalypse Now. Definitely on that list has to be his version of Dracula, Bram Stoker's classic novel. Uh, really such an ambitious movie. Probably the last great movie by Francis Ford Coppola. Such a visually daunting movie, so visually seductive, so intricately made and designed and executed. It's really quite something. I mean, like, you watch it today, you'd think it was made today with like CGI or something, but no, this is done with physical sets, camera work, really exceptionally well done. And what's really interesting about the movie is how it does tell the story. Of course, we all have the image of Dracula in our head. A lot of people will think of Bela Lugosi, blah, hello, I'm Dracula, something like that. But what here Coppola does, and the true challenge of this movie, is that he does make it a legitimate love story, that spans centuries, lifetimes. And it's sincere about it, which I really liked. And Gary Oldman, as Dracula, does an incredible job. One of the best performances of his career, I think, because he does sell that. He sells the love story aspect, because that's what's really all about. I mean, there's horror elements to it. Yes, he turns into this disgusting monster, or this decrepit old man who's creepy and has weird hair, but underneath it all, what is really interesting about the whole drive of the movie is just how desperate this character is. He's not a nefarious, evil, loving evil just for evil's sake kind of character. No, it's something more complex than that, and I guess something that maybe audiences don't necessarily want to see. I mean, we want to know that the bad guy's the bad guy, but he's really kind of the anti-hero here. As a complete red herring, they throw Keanu Reeves as kind of the main character. So we kind of think, our expectations as audiences are set up in that, okay, Keanu Reeves, he's the good guy. He's going to marry Winona Ryder. They have to stop Dracula because he's bad. No, it doesn't quite work that way. And because of, setting up the expectations and then going against them with the love story between Gary Oldman and Winona Ryder, it becomes this, beautiful and tragic kind of love story that is set amongst this backdrop of just visually marvelous universe that Coppola creates through Bram Stoker's text. No, it's not 100%, faithful to the novel. It does, like anything, it takes its liberties. But what we get as kind of a substitute to that, and the result of that, is a movie that's really just different, and you got to appreciate the different kind of movies. Like, imagine if it was something like, I brought this up in a different review, Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein, which almost takes it really close to the text, like certain lines are word for word. But because of this, it captures the feeling and the essence of the novel, which is the most important thing, and kind of works into the history. Like, people kind of know that Dracula was inspired by Vlad the Impaler. Well, how could you commit the evils that he commits without a certain kind of passion, which I think Gary Oldman shows, and he does have the seductive qualities that is necessary in a character like Count Dracula, but not the stereotypical kinds that you may expect from, name a vampire, name a Dracula representation. So, I don't know, it's different, and I like that. Really something that Coppola, I don't think he gets enough credit for in presenting a movie like this, because people will say, he hasn't done nothing good since The Godfather. Well, no, I would say that Dracula is probably his last great movie. Let's hope to say only so far. Come on, Coppola, I know you got some more in you. But this is a unique and great movie. One that's probably, at least so far, with like a novel that's been adapted to so many different mediums and different versions, and the character Dracula, who's appeared in, name it, you've seen Dracula in it. I think this stands as one of its best representations, and one of the character's best representations. Really, really something amazing. And yeah, I know Keanu Reeves' accent is not good. I'm not even going to go into detail about that. And I love Winona Ryder in the movie. And Anthony Hopkins, oh, he's so great. I love Anthony Hopkins in anything. So he's assembled a really... Oh, and Tom Waits is in the movie. A really, really incredible movie. So, yeah, I love it. It's a great movie. Maybe not everybody's tastes, but, you know, if you like it, if you like it, and, you know, I think it is an acquired taste. So it's something that you may not like the first time. I'd even, in a weird way, I would compare it to Blade Runner. Like, you know, when you first watch Blade Runner, everybody has that experience where you first watch it, you don't like it. You kind of avoid it for maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Then you watch it again, and you kind of like, wow, you know what? This is really great. So I think this is one of those movies. You got to let it plant its seeds in your brain and in your soul, and let them bloom when you watch it again. So, yeah, that's my review. I think it's a great movie. Thanks for watching.